How's it going, YouTube? This is Wake Run Collapse. This is Sun and Moon 1 Plus, and here are 10 boxes of it. Boxes 11 through 20 of my purchase from AmiAmi.com. Let's get into this. If you've seen the previous 10 boxes, thank you for your patronage and your viewership. It means quite a big deal to me that you would stick around and watch all those openings and then even potentially click on this one. I am going to start spoiling the pulls right now, actually. I'm not going to waste any time with it whatsoever. I'm going to be honest, overall the pulls have not been great from Sun and Moon 1 Plus. 10 boxes and only 5 boxes have had super rares or better. 1 hyper rare, 4 super rares, no ultra rares. So really what we're looking for here is to somehow, some way pull the DCE and probably a combination of 3 other ultra and hyper rares in this opening. I definitely will not be satisfied with anything under 8 pulls out of 10 after going 5 of 10 from the previous 10 boxes. I really think that 8 out of 10 would be very reasonable. It's still below my expected pull rate of 75%, but 65% going 8 out of 10 in the last boxes, I think would go a long way. Now, owing to the fact that this video is going to be pretty lengthy, we are not doing the card trick whatsoever. I've got sleeves at my disposal, so I will be sleeving up all the GXs as I get them. But I'm just at this point looking to save some time. Once you do the card trick anyways, some things are just ingrained. So I'm going to probably have to stop for some stretch breaks here and there, but I'm going to keep the video running no matter what. Unless there is a nuclear explosion of some kind, in which case you guys are on your own. And then I feel like this video wouldn't be uploaded. So we got Marini, a Litten, Energy Retrieval, Cosmoem, and Metal Energy. Maybe we'll switch to 2 packs at a time. Maybe. Charge Bug, Poliwag, a Choice Band, O-Town, and a Fire Energy. A little atypical to be this far into a box without pulling our first GX, but maybe we can change it in this here pack. There we go. It's an Incineroar GX. You know what? I might not even sleeve those at all. I might just make a pile on the side. Yeah, you guys have seen them. You guys have seen them multiple times. I think maybe what I'm going to do is just sleeve the super rares are better. Maybe we'll do like a brief cut before a recap of some kind. But to be honest, I feel like we're all here for the same thing. You guys want to see what I'm going to pull from these boxes. Some of you will skip to the recap. I mean, I can't stop you from doing that, but I would certainly appreciate it if you watched at least some of the video. Because watch time metrics matter quite a bit when it comes to openings like this. You know, if somebody clicks on a 1-hour opening and they watched 30 seconds of it on average, that video is not going to get sent to other people as recommended videos. But if somebody on average watches it for 15-20 minutes, then that shows that the video holds audiences, and it shows people that watching the video is actually worth it. And there's a Toxapex GX. So in order to kind of keep with that thinking, I'm going to just be going through sleeveless, try to make this as many GXs per minute as humanly possible. I mean, I doubt I keep this video under an hour. I really don't see any way that that's going to happen. But we are definitely going to cruise through these boxes. Something in the vein of my 100 packs of Premium Champion, I think would be a reasonable target. I think that was like an hour 7. And like an hour 7:42, something like that. But given the pace that we're setting right now, I think we're in good shape. Got an Eevee, Marini, not Poplio, Brion, a Choice Band, and a Grass Energy. As for the usual, we'll be running ads every other booster box. That's the way we do these openings. Oh, is it time for last pack magic? It better be. Otherwise, this is a 2GX box, and that is a sucky way to start. Pukumuku, Mudbray, Max Potion, Primarina GX, and a Fire Energy. So no, not the best start. 3 regular GXs, no full arts are better. Though I suppose if we pull a lot of full arts, that's a great reason to have a video be longer. This is how you cut out the middleman. No amount of chattiness is going to slow me down. Not today. If my overall thoughts on the set didn't come through properly before, there's no way to hide it. I'm pretty darn disappointed with this set. I think there were so many opportunities to do great things with it, and they just decided it wasn't important. They decided the collectors were not important. And yeah, maybe we pull some great stuff out of here, and I'd be really jazzed if we get some, there's another Incineroar GX, get some great new cards, add to the collection, make it a little less daunting to be able to collect, and have to purchase the remaining cards in the set. But when you figure that this is like this is an in-between set, this is like a mini set. This is it's a pretty disheartening thing to try to collect the old-fashioned way. And because of the nasty pull rates, it's what's driving the prices up on the full arts in the secondary market. I mean, if you look on the horizon, if you look out far enough, what do we have to look forward to? Sun and Moon 2 comes out March 13th in Japan. That's Islands Waiting for You and Moonlight of Alola. Those are names. Passimian, Grubbin, Sudowoodo, Lurantis, and Metal Energy. Those are names. That's going to be, it looks like just like Sun and Moon, except it's actually going to be a smaller set size. I think there are only 50 cards in each set. Yeah, there's a Drampa GX. That's a pretty good pull. Drampa and Sylveon being the ones that I want to pull the most of. So there's smaller sets in Sun and Moon, and then what else is coming out? So we actually have Sun and Moon 2 Plus on the horizon, and that's going to be just like this one in all likelihood, because there are 49 cards in the set, plus the super rares and better. Yeah, you can probably feel me rolling my eyes right now. And there's also the Best of XY coming out, which is a 171 card set and 128 additional mirror foil cards. So I'm guessing probably like 43 regularly numbered EXs and Megas and Breaks and stuff. I mean, that's pretty scary to try to collect any of those expansions. And that's March, and that's between now and, what, April? For all of those? I mean, it's crazy. I'm all for additional Japanese sets. I mean, you're giving me content to work with, but give me content to work with. Vikavolt GX. Like, give me something in return. I'm handing you my patronage. I'm giving you free advertising. I mean, I'm not the kind of person who is a self-horn tutor or anything like that, but I'd like to think that I've gotten a lot of people into Japanese openings, inspired them to collect them more frequently, if not exclusively, and driven some business to places like Ami Ami or Straight from the Source in Japan. You know, I don't know that you could necessarily go back and quantify how many booster box sales I'm responsible for, but you take mine plus anybody who directly started collecting because they watched my videos, and I'm a pretty significant contributor to the market, at least for people who don't live in Japan. I just wish they took care of the collector more. We have 2 packs left to find out just how much they're taking care of the collector here. Better have something great. Rowlet, Poliwag, Ultra of the Sun, Lunala, and a Grass Energy. Oh boy. And the last, we have Cosmog, a Poplio, or a Corio. Wow. Kind of have to push the trash down a little bit. By that, believe it or not, I did not mean the set, at least not intentionally. Let's bring on box 13. I mean, if we get the same pulls and the same like sequencing, that we did before, the first 10 boxes. Wow, I mean, Marini, Dewpider, Altar of the Moon, O-Town, and a Grass Energy. Kind of nice that we're going through this so fast. I feel like you guys who are... Ooh, Sylveon GX. That's pretty neat. I feel like you guys who are sticking around for like the premiere openings, are really good ones, probably appreciate that to some extent. Mudbray, Poliwhirl, Torracat, Energy Retrieval, and Metal Energy. No, my audio is not out of sync. Sometimes I just take my time with it. And if you guys are ever not sure if my audio is out of sync, there's two possible factors at play. Since I don't record with a microphone, I just use the onboard audio. You could have some sort of like YouTube glitch going on where the audio is running behind. But if you find that my words are behind the actual video, something you can always listen to is for the shuffle of the cards or the opening of the packs. And if those are on time but my words are not, then nothing wrong with the audio. I am not a high-techy bunch. Oh, and I don't know if I mentioned this before, but Sun and Moon 2 Plus is also going to be all mirror foils with an energy in each pack. So they're probably going to include the ones that they didn't have in this set. So what would that be? Water, Electric, Fighting, Dark, and as I... Ooh, Toxapex GX. These are new ones. And as I made a joke to somebody on Twitter the other day, they will probably find a way to make a single Dragon Energy as opposed to the typical double Dragon Energy. They'll put a whole bunch of Dragon types in the set, but the Dragon Energy will only be available as an Ultra Rare. They won't actually have it be pullable from the regular energy slot in the packs. Unrelated, I don't know that I've seen anybody pull the Ultra Rare Grass Energy. I wonder what slot it pops up in. Would it pop up in the energy slot? I would imagine that if for some reason I did pull a Golden Grass Energy and I didn't notice it, you guys would be all over me. But I feel like I couldn't possibly miss that border. Right? Cosmog, Rowlet, a Ultra of the Sun, Lunala, and a Metal Energy. I feel like I would be swiftly informed of my transgressions. So we got a Charjabug, Poliwag, Cosmoem, Politoed, and a Psychic Energy. Primarina GX. There's a Solgaleo in that pack. Dupiter, Passimian, Max Potion, Torracat, and Grass Energy. Last pack of box 3. Really 13. Stellar. So what will we need to do? If it's going to be the same as the first 10 boxes, we would pull a Hyper Rare in box 14, nothing in box 15, and then 4 out of 5 would have Super Rares out of the remaining 5 boxes. And even if there were no duplicates aside from the one required duplicate Super Rare, we would be missing 5 Hyper Rares and all 3 Ultra Rares at the end, which would probably cost about $500 to buy. Like $450 maybe. I don't know that 500 is going to be quite accurate because I'm not going to buy them immediately all right out of the gate. And if this were a mirror of box 4, then box 14 would have the Hyper Rare right in this pack, because I think I pulled my Hyper Rare in pack 2. It trolled me though. There was a Torracat in that spot, rather than the Hyper Rare Incineroar. I think I can accurately describe the feeling. Now that we've opened 13 boxes and pulled 5 full arts or better out of this set, I think I can accurately describe the feeling. This is less of collecting and more of gambling. Since the Sun and Moon expansions took over. And there's a Drampa GX. It is more of gambling. I totally get that they're making playable stuff for Japanese players. I mean, the Max Potion is in there. There's the Max Potion right there, actually. I think that's selling pretty highly. I would imagine that the altars are generating some interest too. But this is gambling, opening these boxes. Because you look at what I experienced with Sun and Moon just a few weeks ago. We had, what was it, 2 lilies in the first 3 boxes of Collection Moon? 2? 2 out of 3? I feel like box 2 and box 3 each had lily full arts. And eventually I pulled a 3rd one too. And I sold those for like $70 a piece. Almost instantly, as soon as that sale video went up. They were both gone inside of 24 hours. Which was fantastic. It helped me recoup a lot of cost. And then, like, I don't know. We got something. We got something. Poliwhirl, a Grubbin, a Multi-Switch, a Toxapex GX, and a Fire Energy. But that was really just because I was sloppy with the sorting of the cards. Y'all know how it is. They really haven't been churning out back-to-back GXs. They're kind of like the Legendary Dream boxes. They've been spacing them out, which I guess is good. Ah. In any event, you're welcome for the short videos, guys. Ooh, well, that's a pretty solid pull, I gotta say. Nobody cares about you, Psychic Energy. Let's look at this beautiful Toxapex GX Hyper Rare. Looks like the Hyper Rare did come through. And this card is beautiful. Right in there. 63 out of 51 hyper rare. Yeah, it's like a $40 card right now. So it's a pretty sweet pull. Definitely not the most expensive hyper rare that I could pull, but definitely a good one to get. Again, like we usually do, want to show it off in the lowest of lights. Kind of give you a feel of what you're looking at here. The card quality is insane for the super rares and better. It really is. That can't be denied. It's cards like this. This is why collectors chase stuff like this. That's why we do it. It's the thrill of, I mean, speaking as someone who does YouTube, it's the thrill of being able to pull something like that on camera is exciting too, because not everybody gets to open Japanese booster boxes, and I like to share this thrill with people whenever possible, you know. Fomantis, Sandygast, O-Town, Absol, and Psychic Energy. Oh, I missed a card. Sorry there, Poliwhirl. Two packs to go in box number 4. Hard to believe we're honing in on 80 packs opened in this video. And there's another Primarina GX, so that's my third of this opening. Suppose I would need a Decidueye, because I've pulled the Toxapex, the Vikavolt, the Sylveon. So that was unquestionably the best box of this opening so far. Box 5 of the opening, gonna bring us to 100 packs. Box 15 overall, to bring us to 300 packs. Imagine if, oh wow, that's a thought. If I do collect Sun and Moon 2 Plus, if I'm still collecting at that time, would you guys want to see me do the whole damn case in one opening? That would be like the ultimate in-your-face to Sun and Moon 2 Plus, is to just not give it the opportunity to see multiple videos across the channel and the platform, to give people less to search for. I mean, I would still get the curiosity ads. I wouldn't get as much ad revenue, but if I decided I was going to collect it, if I wanted to stay serious about it, but also just be done with it, how would you feel about me kind of sticking it to them and saying, you get one video? Garbage ass set. Because, like, if I'm collecting, I'm not going to skip the set. That's not who I am. That's not what you guys have come to expect from me. But if I'm still collecting in April, if I have not totally blown a gasket and decided that collecting ain't for me anymore because of money-grabbing crap like this, let me know in the comments below what you would think about Sun and Moon 2 Plus being 20 boxes in one opening. Litten, Poliwag, Altar of the Sun, another Drampa. We do need to beef up our Drampas, so I'm happy to continue to see them. Passimian, Fomantis, Dartrix, Enhanced Hammer, and Psychic Energy. I mean, let's think back to EX Battle Boost, for instance. EX Battle Boost had, you know, that was pretty much a reprint set. But my goodness, they reprinted such good cards. They altered artwork for so many, wow, amazing moments. That is a golden rare candy. That is a slightly less impressive card. This is a more impressive card. That is my first ultra rare of Sun and Moon 1 Plus. Box 15. Oh, I kind of like that. I like the texture on the candy wrapper. Obviously, you're going to have that explosive holofoil pattern coming out of the center of the card, as so many ultra rares do. But that is a gold border rare candy. I don't know how clearly that comes out. That's better. 66 out of 51 ultra rare. Better than the ultra rare grass energy, so this would make it kind of like the middle of the pack for ultra rares, but it's still an ultra rare. And, you know, having not pulled any in the first 14 boxes, I had it in my head. I wonder, you know, is this going to actually work out for me? Am I going to pull any of them? This is a pretty nice one to pull. I feel like this is going to be fairly expensive. Like I would think it'd be no less than like 30 or 35 bucks. So, you know, 2 boxes in a row. Maybe we can get some momentum out of it. But I mean, anyways, as I was saying, I feel like if I talk about the set enough, it's going to keep giving me good stuff, so I'm gonna. We have EX Battle Boost, which had these beautiful, beautiful reprints, so many memorable artworks that they contributed to it. I mean, the legendary birds, the Terrakion, the Rayquaza. I mean, they just did such a fantastic job with it. And they took so many, and not just because it was chock full of legendaries. I mean, yeah, like the Meloettas of the set looked awesome, but so did the Zoroarks. Zoroark's not a legendary. It's a popular Mon, but it's not legendary. Some of the starters looked fantastic in that set. Just overall, first Decidueye, the opening. Overall, they did so well with it. Yeah, the EXs were reprints, and there were only a couple that weren't, but the set was like 93 cards. So you could open boxes, and a lot of the artwork you would only see once. And now here they've got a set that's 51 cards. And I know that they're all mirror foil, and the mirror foil was a nightmare to collect in the EX Battle Boost, but there was variety. The reprints had new artwork. They didn't put 4 Oricorios in the set. I mean, once you take out the GXs, that's 44 cards left, so that means that 1 out of every 11 cards is an Oricorio, as evidenced by the fact that I just pulled an Oricorio in 2 consecutive packs. Give us a Sylveon. Hey, thanks. They're listening to me now. So, what do I want to wish for in my last 5 boxes? Of a set that, unless for some reason it goes on some ridiculous sale, I will probably never buy anything from again. So I don't see these being popular enough that I can buy some, sit on them sealed, and then sell them down the line. I don't think that's a good option. I think I want to see a Sylveon Super Rare, a Primarina Super Rare, the Double Colorless Energy Ultra Rare, and which Hyper Rare would we like? We've got Incineroar, we've got Toxapex. Maybe shoot for the Drampa Hyper Rare. So obviously, at this point, I gotta pull the DCE. Is kind of where we're at here. I have to pull the DCE because I can't have to buy it. Our pull rate is still less than 50% if you're keeping track at home. The last two boxes kind of put a shine on things, but we're still 7 out of 15. Hoping to go 8 out of 16 and get square with 50% here. But. So now I'm definitely shooting for that DCE. That's pretty much what's going to be the hunt of the last 100 packs here. Can we pull the golden DCE? Certainly another hyper rare would go a long way, or a Sylveon super rare, because that tends to pack. Oh, there's an Incineroar. That tends to pack a pretty significant punch. I've seen that selling, like I said before, upwards of like $60. Just the super rare version, probably because of the pretty pink background. All the Japanese boys trying to get mad chicks by trading them a Sylveon super rare. I don't know why the thing's popular. Oh no, Rowlet, get back here! How dare you, Rowlet, Marini, and friends. We're going to take those packs and put them in the back now. I think that might reduce the crowding a little bit. Got a Poliwag, Fomantis, Multi-Switch, Palisand, and Fire Energy. Another user pointed out in a comment that I replied to, you know what, it's to be expected. That's cool. That's cool. I can't expect to have a perfect run, and that means that at the very least, I'm going to have something I can put in my sale video. This is the Incineroar Super Rare. I have this. It's pretty cool. Not especially valuable, but it's pretty cool. And it's a whole hell of a lot better than having a dud box. So I'll take it. Huh. Back to back. I think I just got through commenting that I didn't think that they were going to be back to back at all. Maybe this is an error box, and I'll open a pack that's got 5 shiny DCEs in it. If I did, that would pay for the whole case. Now, I suppose you can't expect a perfect run where you avoid all duplicates. And the Incineroar's not got a butt-ton of trade value. Mudbray, Rowlet, a O-Town, a regular rare candy, and a Metal Energy. And the neighbor's dog is freaking out. So we've got 2 dogs on one side. There was a Sylveon GX. We've got 2 dogs on one side, these little dogs, and then 2 dogs on the other side also. One of them is a beagle. The beagle howls like nobody's business, but is freaking adorable aside from that. Like a run up to the fence and pick him up and I'll lick your face kind of thing. Cute-ass dog. And then, I don't know what type of dog the other one is. I don't know what Max is. Pretty tall. He's got super curly fur. He's cute as all get up too, but like in a different way, and like I'm a bodyguard, but you know, feed me kind of way. You know this set is awful when I'm talking about the neighbor's dogs. But you know what? I think we've learned something here, too. And that really can't go unnoticed. I think we've learned something here, And that's when I do these giant 100-pack, 200-pack, 300-pack openings, don't sleeve anything, and things will go way faster. And that's really not going to be an option for Sun and Moon 2. It works for this set because... Why did I do that to myself? It works for this set because there's no regular hollows to sleeve. Stretch the body. There's no regular hollows to sleeve, so you can kind of get away with it. Charger bug, grubbin? Oh, I was thinking about it. Wonder if I was going to pull the whole Vicavolt line again. Another Sylveon. Back-to-back GXs were Sylveon. I'm happy. So I'm filming this on Friday morning with the intention of uploading it in about 48 hours. So my current plan is to just power through all of this. If for some reason we can get it under an hour, I can let YouTube put them together for me. But if that's not an option, then I'll have to probably spend the overnight splicing the pieces of the video together. We'll see how that goes. I can't remember if I ran Free Video Joiner like overnight last time to make my 300-pack opening kind of work, or if I use like an official, there's a Decidui GX, like a more official thing, like a video editor of some kind. I think I just went the basic route, and then updated it afterwards. YouTube, for any of you guys, for some reason, who aspire to do ridiculous-ass openings like myself, like the Poke Capital, Darium's Pokemon, if you want to do really long openings, keep in mind that if you have to upload your video in parts, because your memory card doesn't hold all the data into one video file, YouTube will no longer splice together videos for you that end up over an hour in length. I don't know why that changed, but it did. It did, and it's weird. Come on. There we go. So you're going to need to do that on your own or upload them in single parts. So like this opening, traditionally I can, if I have like a half-hour opening, I don't have to do the work ahead of time. I can upload the pieces, private the videos. I'm getting nervous now. Private the videos, and then just splice them together in Video Editor. There's a Toxapex GX. Looking like another no new card box. But you have to take preventative steps to avoid that if you're doing a video longer than an hour. Oh, I remember what I did. It wasn't forget to pull a card out again. I did it in Movie Maker. It's another Rowlet. Mischievous little. I did it in Movie Maker. I added them all together, and then, yeah, I saved the movie recommended for the project, and it was like a huge-ass file. That's what I did. Poliwag, Passimian, blah, 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 blah. And your boy is back under 50%. Let's see. How can we save this opening? So we're 3 out of 7. With one duplicate. We did pull a hyper rare and an ultra rare, which is good. We're on to box 18. Really, what we need is is for everybody out there to think positive thoughts. That we are actually going to get this double colorless energy. I need your positive thoughts. I need your positive vibes. I need to find a way to save $200. Is basically the situation that we are in right now. Because the absolute best ratio I can get if I pull something great out of all 3 remaining boxes is 55%. So that's, again, for those keeping score at home. Wow, this box really does not want to come open. What the hell? What are you doing? There we go. That was weird. For those of you keeping score at home, that's 11 super rares or better for $750. Unless for some reason I pull something really nasty out of... Oh, I should show you this. Out of these guys. But there's only 2 packs of Sun and Moon 1 Plus in each, and then a pack of Sun and a pack of Moon. So you won't know for a few days if I pull something out of those. So we're just going to assume that this is our last best chance, given that there are 60 packs left in this video, and then 6 packs that will be opened throughout the rest of time. This god-awful friggin' set. Litten, Poliwag, Brionne, Energy Retrieval, and the Fairy Energy. So need everybody's support with the DCE. Yeah, 11 super rares are better for $750. I mean, I know that the GXs have value, and I know that the other cards have nominal value, more valuable to Japanese players, obviously. But that's like, what, 65, between 65 and $70 per super rare or better. Not the kind of set you want to invest in. We've got another Sylveon, though. And TCG Republic seems to think that that's a $25 card. And I seem to think that they're morons. The fact that you can sell a regular GX, that's so... I mean, I don't want to say gettable, but a $27 card. I mean, even if I find out that it's like devastatingly playable and like incredibly popular and valuable, I cannot, in good conscience, charge anything more than $15 for it. I don't think I would charge more than $15 for the Mega Charizard EX from freaking Wild Blaze. I don't even think I've charged more than $15 for a regular Shaman EX before. I don't know, there's a line between right and wrong, I think, in collecting, and I get needing to make back your money, but don't screw people over. Incineroar GX. What was about that? Guys, you know what I haven't pulled in a while? I haven't pulled a Vikavolt GX in a while. Is this going to come by and troll me and show me that this box was not meant to be either? Certainly could. Certainly could. And so many of these packs just seem empty. Just empty. It's like with, like I said before, it's like with gambling. If you look at like a lottery ticket, it says that like a $5 instant scratch game, it says the top prize is $1 million. If you look at like official information about the scratch tickets release, about the lottery game's release, in a lot of cases you'll find that the second highest prize is not $500,000, not $100,000, it's $10,000. It just shows you, I mean, that's how top-heavy these sets are. People really want the hyper rares and the super rares and the ultra rares, but everything else doesn't matter. Toxapex GX. Stellar. Box number 19. Anything less than a hyper rare and the DCE in the last two boxes would make this set an abominable disappointment for me. The absolute best ratio we can have is 50%. That is the best possible ratio. Basically, at this point, we have to pull the DCE. Is the only way that this is not a colossal loss. I want to pull it for you guys as much as I want to pull it for me, because you suffered through 18 plus boxes of crap like this. That you deserve it. You deserve to have the catharsis of the great pull. I mean, what was the magic number for a set like this? If I had just opened 5 boxes of it, I would have had the Incineroar Hyper Rare, and that was it. Is it 5 or 10 or 20? Is it 40? Is the magic number for a set like this 0? That's 1 out of 2, baby. And this has got to be the priciest Hyper Rare out there. Gotta be. Sylveon GX Hyper Rare and a Psychic Energy. Yeah, I don't know what this goes for. No idea. But you gotta admit, despite my qualms with the set, this is a heck of a card. This is a heck of a card. I'm not going to show up all that well, but you can see the textures. It's certainly something to enjoy, I must say. So right in there, 64 out of 51 Hyper Rare. That is a Hyper Rare Sylveon GX. And that, my friends, is getting a sleeve. Right to the back. Now, can that last box actually do what we need it to do? This is all build up at this point. These packs right here, these 11 packs that remain, nobody really cares that much about, I would imagine. I don't really care about them too much. I mean, I'd like to pull 2 GXs instead of 1 out of the remaining packs, but I don't really know. Because I've pulled, what, the Primarina? And then the Hyper Rare that we just got. So yeah, I would certainly like to pull 2 GXs remaining from this box, but great of a pull as that was, there's a Decidueye. All right, haven't seen much of that in this opening. I can live with that. Great as that pull is, it's DCE or bust. I did that again. so weird. Why am I doing that? You know what? Let me take some of these packs. Put them up there for now. Yeah, undecided as to whether the sale video is going to be tomorrow or the next day. One of the days is going to be the sale video. One of the days is going to be... Yeah, you know what? Actually, I think I am decided on it. I think tomorrow, Monday, is going to feature my set progress as of the end of this opening. And then Tuesday will be the sale video, because I've got to work Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday all in the morning, which would prevent me from being able to get to the post office for anyone who wanted to buy anything that was more than 8 cards, because I'd have to use a bubble mailer for it. And by posting the sale video on Tuesday, that will keep people from having paid, like, let's say they're really fast with what they want and they get their response in, it's Monday night. And if they wanted a mirror foil set of Sun and Moon 1 Plus for some reason, and they paid right away and they were ready to go, I couldn't ship till Friday. Well, at the very least Thursday. Last pack. No extra GX. That's alright. Still was a box that put me in the green. And it all comes down to this. What do the poker players say? A chip and a chair? Give me a chip and a chair and that's all I need. Because as long as there's at least one more pack left to open, there's always a chance that you'll get something good. My goodness. Do we need something good? This is the type of set that makes people stop buying cards. Let's get it in the last pack of this last box. Let's get the DCE in the last pack. Oh my goodness, I'd laugh so hard. I'm honed in, guys. I'm locked in right now. We're going after one thing and one thing only. And if you haven't hit the like button yet, I hope you will now. And I hope that extra boost gets me there. Gets me to that magical DCE land in the sky. Because Pokemon is not all about financials. I didn't get into this game to make a crap load of money. I didn't get into this game because I thought it could be used as a second job. I did it because I love it. There's the Decidueye GX, which is not as esteemed. And I'm okay with taking a loss every now and again, but I can't take a bath in sets. And if every Sun and Moon set is me taking a bath and, you know, losing a bunch of money, then this is not a sustainable business model. And I have to think of it in those terms. It's crappy, but it's life. Pyukumuku, a Mudbray, Oricorio, Max Potion, and Fire Energy. Clean up our mess a little bit there. So we got 2 GXs or better to go. I think it's unlikely we get 3 more in this box, given how deep we are so far. We got Poplio, Charjabug, Rare Candy, Cosmoem, and a Grass Energy. Oh, that Cosmoem art. If I never see it again, be a happy man. Charjabug, Litten. Not Charjabug. Grubbin, Litten, Altar of the Sun. Primarina GX. And a Fire Energy. There's one GX or better left in these last 6 packs. There's one final shot. Extreme outside chance that there's 2, but really there's one final shot. You're going to see one more good pull in this video. We got Fomantis, Dupiter, Enhanced Hammer, O-Town, and a fire, not a Fire Energy, a Fairy Energy. God, I hope it pays off. Sandygast, a Poliwag, Ultra of the Moon, Solgaleo, that's not bad, and a Grass Energy. We got Eevee, Poliwhirl, and Oricorio. It's a new card. It's a new card, and it's a pretty card, and it is a card that I wanted. It's the Primarina GX Super Rare. And a Fire Energy. This is an okay way to end it. This is an okay way to end it. It's hard not to be extremely disappointed after not pulling the Ultra Ball and then not pulling the DCE. That's 40 boxes total. But I'm going to need a little bit of time to reflect on the set. Ultimately, we did hit 50% for our pull ratio. Believe it or not, this is our first new Super Rare of this opening. 54 out of 51 Super Rare. So we did miss out on... So we got Decidueye, Incineroar, Primarina. So we missed out on the Sylveon Super Rare and the... What other one? What just happened to me? Toxapex? I feel like we didn't pull the regular Toxapex Super Rare, because I think we got Vikavolt, and I know we got Drampa. In any event, mercifully, this is our final pack. Got our Rattata, Mudbray, Energy Retrieval, Brionne, and a Fairy Energy. And we are done with Sun and Moon 1 Plus booster boxes. You heartless money-grubbing set, at least I'm finished with you. GXs are not sleeved, so I will be careful with them. The GXs that we pulled in this opening were Primarina, Decidueye, Primarina, Toxapex, Incineroar, Sylveon, Toxapex, Decidueye, Sylveon, Decidueye, Incineroar, Sylveon, Decidueye, Drampa, Primarina, Toxapex, Drampa, Primarina, Toxapex, Sylveon, Vikavolt, which now seems ultra rare, Drampa, Incineroar, Primarina, Toxapex, Incineroar. We also managed to pull a few good cards, if you can remember. We did pull one duplicate full art in Incineroar. We also pulled a few new cards in a Primarina Super Rare, which is beautiful artwork. The Toxapex Hyper Rare, the Sylveon Hyper Rare, and the Ultra Rare Rare Candy. Guys, thanks very much for watching. I hope that the awfulness of this set did not discourage you from having a good time. I hope the video was still of a certain quality to you. If it was, make sure you have hit the like button. Make sure you subscribe because, well, if the Sun and Moon sets continue to be awful, I'll just have to buy old packs instead, and I'm sure the pulls will entertain you regardless. So, thanks again for your support. I'll see you tomorrow for my set progress video, and then again on Tuesday for my Sun and Moon 1 Plus sale video.